Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the New Orleans Saints. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And he returns this to the 22. Carry now for Kareem Hunt. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Come on.
Here's Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Open man here is Conklin. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Murray going to throw. He completes it to Hunt. Touchdown, Cardinals! Kareem Hunt, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. First carry here for Kane-Nwangu. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards are going to take over at their own 41. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
On second down, right back to Hunt. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Now Murray. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this will be taken at the 13. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On the run is Nwangu. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. They find some open field here. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 58 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well, this defense for the Cards, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver? Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, you talk about how you got to be quick when you get to your progressions. And here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was staying in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. To throw is Garoppolo. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Nwangu going to get it on the counter. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On the give is Nwangu. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Garoppolo. He'll buy some time right. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
Garoppolo going to go on fourth down. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Lutz good on the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Isabella now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now left side on the swing pass. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Swings this out for Hunt. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Murray now on first down. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. 2nd and 8. Murray now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Caught on a slant. Touchdown, Cardinals. Isaiah McKenzie, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. No run back here for Hall, and this will come out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. First play's a run with Nwangu. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. Now Garoppolo. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen for Nwangu. And he's got room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Isabella now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. First down, Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. They got his man, complete. 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. Zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead. And a little quarterback draw option works to perfection for him.
Yeah, it's hard to account for the quarterback in most situations on defense, and that's why the quarterback draw is so successful. Everyone else covered, makes a little fake, runs into the end zone.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together. Maybe he rifles one that's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. To throw is Murray. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and one touchdown, New Orleans.
Kene Nwangu with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. Garoppolo looking to throw for it. And the Saints are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game. And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
To throw again on second down. Murray being chased out left. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. They'll run on first down. Cottrell, and some room to maneuver. Leaping over him, and he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. 60 yards rushing for him now to this point. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground. Cottrell, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk, his first touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone. So the lead stretches from 9 up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. On the return, here's Hall. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to this one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Credit the secondary, credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Handoff here to Nwangu. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. On 1st down, Cottrell. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts,
trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Another run now for Nwangu. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Nwangu. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Play action. Garoppolo. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Adams Thielen. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. A big spot now for the Saints as they'll indeed go for two. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the fourth. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Isabella now from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man. Complete.
It's over. Let's dominate.
Touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cardinals use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. Flushed out right. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the two-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 161 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Garoppolo's throw pulled in by Aguilar. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Garoppolo on first down. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Completes it to Aguilar.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Sometimes we talk about coverage. We're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Garoppolo now. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Here's Nwangu. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. On the screen, this is Cannon. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, Brendan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Kene Nwangu with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Saints are back within a score. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. To throw is Garoppolo. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Isabella now from his end zone. Isabella not going to risk a return here, and they'll start at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They'll run on 1st down. Cottrell. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
To throw is Murray. And a catch made by Hopkins. And he's across for the late touchdown. And the final seconds, that should just about put a capper on this game. Now the Cardinals yet again lining up for the 2-point try. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. And Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Running room at the 50. Look out. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
One final try now for Garoppolo. He'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys are just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Cardinals, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get to stay.